am I dreaming? Have I grown like 30 more years older, almost nearly double my life already? When the hell did I ever expect to be talking about this topic in 2022? Which, of course, as many say, this should have been discussed years ago. Maybe a good 10 years ago, maybe, as some people would say. Guys, we got a big one. I am hoping this one is a long and engaging and one of the best live streams I've done in a long time. Because let me tell you guys something. If I was not busy on Friday, I would have definitely done this stream instantly Friday when I got home from work. But I had other plans on Friday, so I wasn't able to do it Friday. So then, of course, I couldn't do it Saturday. I could have done it yesterday, but since it's already was like kind of past the actual day it happened, then I just went in order of my other content that was, excuse me, I'm burping so much here, get caught up on. Let me tell you something, guys. I was this excited to do this stream. Like, I was watching, when I got home from my fiance's on Saturday night, I was watching all these other, YouTube videos, trying to, get caught up on the latest, get more details, see what was going on with this whole scenario. I was that excited about this stream. The most excited I've been for a WWE stream on this channel, and who knows how long, that I could not sleep. I cannot tell you the last time, maybe the brand split, maybe when I went to WrestleMania. I'll say the brand split. When it was announced the brand split was coming back. I cannot tell you the last time I was this excited to talk about WWE content. Because we were hit with probably, no doubt about it, will be the story in wrestling in 2022, this past Friday, when it was announced that now former WWE chairman and CEO Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. has officially retired and no longer holds any responsibilities with the WWE, other than him being like a stockholder, I believe it is. Other than that, he's gone. He is gone. He is not the chairman anymore. He's not the CEO. He's not even the head of creative anymore, and neither are any of his other cronies. Because John Laurinaitis, he's gone. He was replaced by Triple H. Bruce Pritchard has been demoted. Triple H, it was announced today as head of creative. How long have we been wanting that? How long have we been wanting Triple H to be head of creative in WWE? Yes, you can give Nick Khan and Stephanie McMahon co-CEO duties. They can handle, the business side of things. But the writing portion, give it to the game. And they gave it to the game all right. Bruce Pritchard's been demoted. And there's even word going around also that Kevin Bucktooth Dunn, could be out of here as well. Yes, I went like this for a second to fire a shot at him. But the ones we've been wanting gone for the longest time, bam, 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 gone. And there's no more excuses as to for me to come up here and to not be happy with the WWE product and go right after the one man who's been responsible for all this bad booking and creative direction on television for the longest time. And that's Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Now, the reason why Vince stepped down obviously is definitely to do with these allegations that are against him. And things are growing worse and worse for him. It's not looking good. May I say also, I am definitely somewhat not surprised. Not surprised because of just how senile or how goofy the man is in general. But with how full he is of his ego, and he's someone who thinks he can get away with anything like this, you would think that, you're somewhat not surprised that this is the case. But I for the longest time thought Vince was going to die in the chair. For those of you who are from Pennsylvania, I thought Vince McMahon was going to be the Joe Paterno of the wrestling industry. He was not going to give up his spot. Sadly, his career ended because something similar to Joe Paterno, not completely. This time, Vince seems to be the one in the wrong, when Joe Paterno was the one in the wrong, but he was also the cover-up also. But I still cannot believe this. I'm still just shocked. I cannot believe this. Vince McMahon is gone. He is no longer at the head of the table in the WWE. And that is big news. Now, credit where credit is due, of course, before I go too crazy here. Well, I'm already crazy enough that I'm wearing a John Cena t-shirt, first off. But credit where credit is due, Vince McMahon is not someone that you should definitely completely hate. Well, lose a lot of respect for if he turns out to be much more guilty than he's already looking to be right now. But credit where credit is due, he's gotten the wrestling business to the success where it is today. I'm pretty sure also there's a lot of promotions outside of WWE that have the talent that wouldn't be able to, build a success if it was not for Vince McMahon. He's done a lot for the business. He's got a lot of careers. He's, formed guys like, The Undertaker, The Rocks, The Hogans, The Triple H's, all those guys, the Randy Ortons, the John Cenas. Yes, I'll even say the Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, even though it took him a while to finally give in and have Roman go the right direction. But his time was way past. The man was senile. The man was just basically writing a show for his own entertainment, for an audience of one. And to the point where he knew people weren't happy with his booking decisions, that his shows felt like he was purposely insulting our intelligence. You see, that's the biggest problem I have with Vince McMahon. Now, of course, he's no longer around. Yes, there's going to be bad shows. Yes, there's going to be stuff that I'm not going to like. There's still going to be stuff I'm going to rant on. But the biggest problem I've always had with Vince McMahon as a wrestling fan is that he likes to troll. He likes to troll because his ego is that big. And, congratulations. Again, he's a successful businessman. But when you're full of your ego and you're doing things to purposely insult our intelligence, to not listen to the fans, then you're going to suffer like the product suffered for how many years? But how they survived? Money. That's how they've survived. But now that he's gone, now we don't have the excuse. We have people who are doing creative like Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, who's in charge of the business. People who actually do care about their fans. People who actually do want to put on shows that are not going to insult our intelligence. That's why, I don't hate Tony Khan. Yes, I'm not going to deny Tony Khan has had a few moments where I can get why he's rubbed fans the wrong way. Like the tweet he just posted out like a day or two ago saying how he's now the longest active CEO or whatnot. I get how that can kind of irk people, definitely. But the reason why I still respect Tony Khan, for now of course, is again the fact that he is not out there to purposely insult our intelligence. And because the people who are out there to just play games with us are gone, now my excitement level is at an all-time high for wrestling. And we have 3 minutes till 8 o'clock, so before we get any further, let me just address this here really quickly here. So, I know, I would definitely not want to do this during Raw, but with timing and everything, it's just I'm going to have to do. So we are going to somewhat live react to Raw while I'm on here, because I actually do want to pay attention to Raw tonight. I'm also going to mention this. Because of this direction they're going, I am not guaranteeing them all the time. Don't be surprised if I start doing Raw and SmackDown reviews again. Don't be surprised. Because I was originally going to do reviews this week for Raw and SmackDown after hearing the news this past Friday. The only reason why I'm not is because I'm not going to be able to review SmackDown on Friday before SummerSlam on Saturday. I'm not going to be able to review SmackDown, so because of that, I'm not going to start them up this week. I may start them up next week. I already have the graphics reset up and everything. I may start them up again next week. But I'm not going to guarantee. I will guarantee, though, a SummerSlam review and a SummerSlam preview and predictions video. I'm not planning on doing NXT, though, right now. Guys, you all know by now, I'm engaged to be married. I have a house I gotta try to buy. I have other things to do to prepare for my wedding next summer. I've got a lot going on. But I will also say, this news definitely did reignite the fire for me to do more content on the channel. Because, quite frankly, I was definitely starting to get burned out. After I finished my Harry Potter Let's Play and my Seinfeld reviews, I was planning on taking it easy. Still doing content, but taking it easy for a bit, because I was starting to feel burned out. This news, though, reignited that fire in me. I won't be able to review immediately after Raw. May not always do immediately after SmackDown, if I do a review that week. But it's got me fired up. It's got me excited. And it's going to be a hell of a ride. So, long introduction, but we are going to get in and talk about more things and what I'm looking forward to. How I think there's going to be a lot. Most of the roster is going to benefit from this change. I will advise this, though. I am well aware it is going to take time. I know it's not all going to be fixed overnight. We're not going to show up on Raw tonight and have, Finn Balor become world champion tonight or something like that. I know that's not going to happen. I know SummerSlam is going to still have that little itchy feeling of there's still the Vince stories are right there. After SummerSlam, I feel like it'll be a fresh, clean slate. And with that being said, I'm going to unmute. And we're going to at least see how the opening segments. But I am going to continue to talk about this topic. And I will want your guys' thoughts in the live chat as well. But we have a lot going on here. So I definitely got to read your comments. As I do see Mark, TN Couponer, and we're starting off with Logan Paul and Miz brawling. Like I said, we have some work to do, because I'm definitely not looking forward to Miz and Logan Paul, but that's how we're starting off Raw. But, they're breaking that up, but it looks like they're going to get us started. But yeah, as soon as it came on the air, Miz and Logan Paul started brawling. They're supposed to have some type of a Miz TV caliber thing with Logan Paul tonight, I believe it was advertised, but, let's just see who comes out to start off the show. Because we're also celebrating Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary, but we still have a lot to talk about for sure. But while we wait for that to get loaded up here, let's just check the live chat first. We got Mark saying, how are you? I'm excellent, Mark. How about yourself? Do you think we will see Sasha and Naomi return now that Vince is retired? I will get to that, because what I'm going to do is I am going to pull up the entire current roster, and I'm going to mention who I think will and will benefit for this, and who it might be too late for this change in creative plans. You think we'll see some wrestlers finally get their names back? That I am definitely hoping for. Again, it may not happen overnight, but I'm definitely hoping that does happen. We got TN Couponer here. He bets Vince still knows what is happening in WWE. Oh, he is, but he's got no control over it. I'm sure it'll drive him crazy. We're starting off with the head of the table. Roman Reigns is coming out. But while he's coming out, I'm so happy, finally, hopefully WWE will actually be good and watchable, and maybe they'll finally sell out arenas and stadiums. Let's hope so. Tian Couponer says he paid more for women than he did for WCW. Basically, that's what he did. Will Triple H start to recruit talent from other companies again? He very well could. I don't think we're going to get too many AEW talent, of course, right away coming in. I'm pretty sure they're going to stay there for now, but some could come back over. This could also open the door for MJF, because we still don't know what the heck's happening with MJF. Kevin Dunn will be next, I'm hoping for. Do you think Stephanie and Nick will open the forbidden door and work with other companies? Which I think definitely could happen. Will AEW have a supercard together? The main event could be a War Games. I would love that. And we've got, let me see here, we've got, Triple H is the new head of creative now. What do you think of that? And will Shane come back? Ooh, I don't know, because I heard again Shane got heat from a lot of other people, I feel, besides his own father. So maybe not Shane. We'll see though. At least it's something different for sure. Vince thinks it should be illegal for women to fart. That's disgusting. T and Couponer's going back to work. Says, have a great night. Thank you for stopping by, T and Couponer. Definitely hope to get you more of your thoughts. But yeah. And of course, another man right now could have another bit bigger part in the writing for sure. Is Paul Heyman for sure. Especially, he was definitely doing great things when he was executive producer of Raw back in, 2018 it was, I think he had that position. He was, that's when Raw had a really fresh roster with a lot of new faces. There was guys like Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, Drew McIntyre, Apollo Crews even, and a few others who were definitely getting some pushes. Ricochet also was one of them. But as I said before, this all is not going to happen overnight. Like, I still think, SummerSlam's like finishing up the Vince story, the Vince saga. So that taste still may fall on us from that. But after SummerSlam, when they had now the opportunity, the new crew has the opportunity to then start, writing writing their own stories, having characters start to go to different directions, we will start to see the shift happening. As hopefully, again, we'll see improvement in the writing. I still hear rumors that SummerSlam may be TV 14. We got that coming back as well, which, I think is excellent, especially if you want to compete with AEW for sure. And of course, a lot of other people are going to definitely get the respect they deserve. It's going to definitely really reignite the company for sure. And I am pumped and I really cannot wait. But I will, of course, while I'm here, my biggest thing I wanted to do is I wanted to basically pull up the roster. I definitely want to go through the roster and see, basically mention everybody who I think is going to benefit from this. We'll, of course, split it up, Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT. Even though I don't know many NXT talent there. So let's start off with Raw. AJ Styles. He'll be fine. Akira Tozawa, I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll at least drop that stupid ninja gimmick on him. That's another thing, too, hoping to happen. Hopefully they will drop the 24/7 title, because it is absolutely stupid. But, Akira Tozawa, not going to be a big difference maker. Alexa Bliss, I think she'll be fine. Angelo Dawkins, Street Profits, they'll be good. Asuka's been able to maintain a little bit of momentum the past, couple years. Ever since she got given the Raw Women's title when Becky Lynch went away on maternity leave. I think she'll be able to, get back on track. Becky Lynch, turn her face after SummerSlam. There's no reason that Becky should beat Bianca at SummerSlam. You can turn her face. That's how you build her match with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. And Ronda Rousey is going to turn heel. I still think so. Bianca will be fine. Bobby Lashley. He was on track before. He slowed off a little bit since turning face, but he's still been able to maintain it somewhat. He's going to be a monster. Carmella, she'll be decent. I still don't think Carmella is going to be a big standout, but she will be decent. Cedric Alexander. Oh boy. The same man Triple H endorsed at the Cruiserweight Classic. You know that, I think even Paul Heyman also was intending on pushing Cedric Alexander as well. Which he was until Vince told him not to. I think it's too late to bring back the Hurt Business. It would have been nice. But you could see some new life in Cedric again. I'm hoping it happens. Chad Gable. I think he's been starting to get something clicking with him the past year with him and Otis at the Alpha Academy. But, now that Triple H is around, you all know Triple H is going to book him well. Ciampa. Make him Tommaso Ciampa again? I think he's staying now. Heck, maybe if Johnny is not signed with AEW, maybe Johnny Gargano will come back. It is possible. We'll also get into, the alumni and see if anybody will come back. Maybe not now, but maybe eventually. Cody Rhodes. He's out on injury right now, but Cody Rhodes may have made the best gamble of his life coming back now. Because now that Triple H is here, and he's gonna, now that Vince is gone, and, all these other talents, which again, it's gonna take time, but they're gonna have their careers reignited. They will be booked properly and everything. I think there's a good chance that Cody Rhodes may have an even more compelling storyline to winning the world title when he gets back from his injury. Damian Priest, a Triple H guy in NXT. Yes, Judgment Day is missing a little bit of a direction, but with Triple H's hands on it now, I have a lot of faith in Damian Priest. He's had a solid main roster run so far, but it's just going to get better. Dana Brooke, she's one that I'm not sure if it's going to make much of a difference. Same with Dolph Ziggler. Now, I love Dolph. Yeah, they have this thing going here where he's teasing some type of a feud with Austin Theory, which maybe now that Triple H is in charge, maybe they can call him Austin Theory again instead of just Theory. But it may be too late for Dolph. He's been buried that far down how many times, and I just think that is it may be too late for him. Like if he does feud with Austin Theory after SummerSlam, because I'll make a prediction here now. Well, no, I'll wait till my SummerSlam predictions. But I think Dolph Ziggler is just going to put over Austin Theory. But as far as him getting any more of like a serious run, I think that's going to be. I think it's going to be too late for him. Dominic Mysterio, which could be some interesting stuff happening tonight. He's been teasing joining the Judgment Day. He'll be great. Doudrop. It's always unbelievable how a name change can suck the life out of a character. And Piper Niven's been that case because of Doudrop. Now, when her and Eva Marie split after their very brief run, with Eva Marie's brief return to WWE and then she was gone again, now you have a reason to turn her back to Piper Niven. Keep her a heel, that's fine, but make her Piper Niven again. Edge will be fine. Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor is, if there's one person I think is really going to excel with Triple H in charge of creative, it's definitely Finn Balor. Triple H has had a ton of faith in Finn Balor. Even when he brought him back to NXT, gave him a different character, reignited his career, gave him a reign with the NXT title when he came back. I think Finn Balor is going to be fine. He's one person that I think that he's going to be get up to the main event scene sooner than you think. Same with Kevin Owens as well. I think he is going to see some more serious, turns of events. If they go back to TV 14, please, 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 let Kevin Owens use the package pile driver. That will be awesome. Liv Morgan, I hear that apparently like Triple H and a lot of other people are very high on Liv Morgan. She's a SmackDown Women's Champion, and some people are wondering if maybe since they're very high on Liv, maybe Liv will retain over Ronda. That would be a big deal too. And that's another thing too we're probably going to see too. We're not going to see champions losing left and right in non-title matches anymore. Yes, an occasion, one here and there, but all the time, like the Usos have done how many times in their year as tag team champions? That's not going to be happening anymore. Miz will be fine. Montez Ford will be fine. Mustafa Ali? There's a chance he may not leave now when his contract expires in 2024. Sorry, I heard some. Oh, it's Austin Theory coming out. I might rewind this and watch it later, but yeah, Mustafa Ali. Triple H is high on him too. Remember when Triple H took over 205 Live after Enzo Amore was released, and they had that Cruiserweight Championship tournament. Person who was featured on 205 Live a lot, besides Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy, and Mustafa Ali. You don't think Triple H is going to try to find something for him to do? MVP and Big Omos. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Omos, but I think they will probably slow down on him until he does develop into something. Which he may, who knows. Nikki Ash. All I gotta say is, make her Nikki Cross again. Psycho Nikki again, please. Otis. Again, him and Chad Gable, you know, they had... everything started to click a little bit more with them in the Alpha Academy. I'm sure, you know, they can find something even better with Triple H now. Zelina Vega. You know, she, you know, had a great run, you know, as Andrade's business manager. You know, she definitely showed some potential in the ring. Yes, she was treated like a jobber for the longest time, but, you know, she's out with injury. Maybe a fresh start with fresh creative will help her as well. Randy Orton, he'll be fine. Reggie? Nah, not Reggie. I don't see much for him. Rey Mysterio, Rey will be fine. Rhea Ripley. Again, Judgment Day with 3 Triple H people. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, maybe soon Dominic Mysterio. I think she's gonna be even better hands now. Matt Riddle already has the momentum going right now. First off, call him Matt Riddle again, not Riddle. But I think he's gonna, if he's already maintaining good momentum now, he's gonna really benefit from this too. Robert Roode. Like Dolph, I think it may be too late for Rude. I feel like it's likely that he may get back on track before Dolph, but I do think there is a chance that it may be too late for him too. R-Truth is gonna be just fine where he is. Seth Rollins, same thing. Triple H man all the way, he'll be fine. Shelton Benjamin. I mean, maybe, like I said, if Bobby Lashley wasn't a babyface again, I would say maybe try the Hurt Business again, but outside the Hurt Business, I don't see it. Tamina, nah. T-Bar, make him Dominic Dijakovic again. I would love that. Theory, make him Austin Theory. Again, he's still up my ranks. Again, I had my direction where I think that he should go with as the well, that's right, he's out there right now. I wonder what oh! Roman just said Daddy's gone to Austin Theory. I gotta go back and watch this promo. This looks very promising. Man. Oh my god, I'm sorry. If he keeps messing up the tribal chief, he's gonna be his dad. He probably fired the shots at all the years he got it wrong. Oh my god, that was gold. I wish I would have not been talking so much during that promo. I do gotta go back and watch this promo after this stream. Oh man, that was great. But yeah. Austin Theory, he's attacking the Usos now with the briefcase. But yeah, I think Austin Theory will be fine. But I still think they should go the route I think they should do with his Money in the Bank briefcase. And I will share that in my SummerSlam predictions. Triple H. Dude, the man's got the power to say this is going to be great. And then there's Veer. We'll see. I mean, I do like how Veer has like an aggressive style to him, but I'm still not too sure he's going to be much of a star yet. So we'll see what happens with Veer. SmackDown. Oh, of course, there is Bayley, who's still listed as like a free agent. She hasn't returned yet. Bayley's going to be fine. I think, also Elias and Ezekiel. Or Ezekiel, that character will excel a little bit more. Triple H definitely was high on Elias, as he definitely referred to him as someone who was more meant for the roster and not for NXT. So hopefully he'll get something there. On SmackDown, Aaliyah. She can be decent if you book her right. Angel Garza. Getting back on... he's kind of gone a little, obsolete, no pun intended. I do like the idea of having him and Humberto Carrillo as a tag team, but if he just does book him how he was in like the Breakout Star tournament, he definitely would be a great addition. Big E, I'm sure Big E will get a much better world title run if he comes back. Butch. All I gotta say is make him Pete Dunne again, and he'll be fine. And I'm sure Triple H will. Charlotte Flair. Now here's where I mentioned something, and now of course we'll mention also Brock Lesnar walked out on WWE and said, if he's gone, so am I. So there may be some people that may feel like, well, Vince is gone, I don't quite have my way as I used to. Maybe Brock is one of them. He is going to do the SummerSlam match. Of course, they're able to get Brock back, but not call him out on TV like they did with Sasha and Naomi. But maybe Brock's on his way out if he doesn't like that Vince is not around. I'm wondering how Charlotte's gonna feel about Vince not being around. I'm sure she'll be happy to work with Hunter, of course, because Triple H, for crying out loud, Triple H is the reason why she's here today. So I'm sure, she'll be a little more reduced, not being in a title picture all the time, but still be involved in a relevant storyline. Like they have with Britt Baker, that she's no longer champion in AEW anymore. So we'll see how Charlotte goes. Drew Gulak, like to see him maybe get something a little bit more. Again, Triple H definitely was high on him when he was in the cruiserweight division, so I definitely have the faith that they can make him right. Drew McIntyre, he'll be fine. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders. I think Triple H can turn them around too. Again, same with Doudrop, a name change can mean everything. And they've had the life sucked out of them since they became the Viking Raiders. They can make them the War Raiders again. Hanson and Rowe, we've got money. Gunther, make him Walter again. And I'll even say this. Bring up Fabian Eichner, which I think he was repackaged very recently. But at some point, make him Walter again. Make Ludwig Kaiser Marcel Barthel again. Bring back Imperium. I loved Imperium in NXT UK. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring back Imperium. Get rid of these stupid names and make them what they were again. Because isn't like Gunther now like he's the Intercontinental Champ, but isn't he like, punishing Ludwig Kaiser for losing every time? Like that's not it. Happy Corbin, I'm sure, will not be much longer. Wait, hold on. Let's pause for a second here. To have in theory speak again. What does he gotta say? Oh, hold on. We've got Drew McIntyre coming out here on Raw. Okay, well, I'll get back to the thing. I thought he was going to say something else, but we'll see. Hold on. Daddy can't... Hold on, I'm going to answer a text real quick. Okay, anyways. Who are we at? Yeah, Happy Corbin. If they can just give Baron Corbin his own name back, don't do scripted promos, which will not happen, of course, and make him the lone wolf again, I think Corbin will be fine. Humberto Carrillo, like I said, you can keep him and Angel Garza as a tag team. Just give them their old gimmicks back. Already talked about Ivar. The Usos will be fine. Jinder Mahal. I don't know about Jinder. I don't know about Jinder. I don't have the faith in Jinder. I mean, prove me wrong, but I don't have the faith in him. Same with Shanky also. But hopefully they'll take away that dancing gimmick on him. Kofi Kingston. New Day will be interesting. You think they'll finally go that route and turn someone from New Day heel? Which some people say they should give Kofi a singles heel run. That would be interesting. I'd be for it, for sure. So that'll be interesting for sure. Lacey Evans, the whole blonde hair, blue eyes saga is most likely over. Now it's time to focus on making Lacey Evans, relevant outside of her look. I already talked about Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, let's talk about this really quick. So we're now on Mace or Marseille and Mansoor Mansoor. So we all know that they're part of Max Dupri's Maximum Male Models. Well, this past Friday on SmackDown, we have Max Dupri's sister, Maxine Dupri, be introduced. And basically, she's replaced Max Dupri as the head of Maximum Male Models. Apparently, Max Dupri kind of has a little bit of heat. And he was rubbing people the wrong way. And he wasn't really... And Vince was basically telling him, get completely away from the LA Knight gimmick. But, here's the good news, though. Max Dupri still has supporters. So, if there's anyone I think who's going to get brought back to being their original gimmick, it's LA Knight. Which I do like. Again, I didn't see too much of LA Knight in NXT. But I definitely... what's it called now? But I definitely would like to see them do what they're doing with him on the main roster they were in NXT. I definitely enjoyed his feud with Cameron Grimes for the $1 million title. Michael Cole, commentary. Commentary will improve now that Vince is not going to be in their ears, telling them exactly word for word what to say. The thing is, though, is Michael Cole, I do think, can be a decent commentator. If you remember the work he did in the first NXT UK tournament, he was great. So I think there is a chance for him, and having him and Pat McAfee together will be awesome. I know people want to talk about Naomi and Sasha Banks. Naomi, yes. Especially since the Usos are still around, I think this definitely saved Naomi from leaving. Sasha Banks, though, it may be too late to get her back, but I also think even if Triple H did take over, what else does Sasha really have to do in WWE at this point? So if she already got out, and she has the opportunity to go somewhere else for a lot of fresh material, go for it. Because, again, what else would Sasha do? So I don't think Sasha's coming back. I think they just miss getting Sasha back. Natalya, someone else who could be very well respected. She can put on great matches when given the right material. I think she'll be fine. I mean, maybe too late to push her. Raquel Rodriguez, maybe, we'll see. I'm still not the hugest fan of her, but I've seen worse. So maybe. Rick Boogs. We'll see what he does when he gets back. I'm sure he basically is another Elias, basically. His demeanor, I think, is what's gonna help him be a star. Ricochet. Oh, Ricochet. Another person. I definitely think he's someone like Finn Balor and Kevin Owens who Triple H is really going to rely on for sure. So I definitely gotta say Ricochet is definitely up there. Ridge Holland maybe even benefit as well. I liked Ridge Holland in NXT UK. I mean, his main roster run's not been completely great. It's not been horrible either. But I can see the potential in him for sure. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Like he just said right here on TV. Daddy's not here to screw the Tribal Chief anymore. Oh, yes! Again, I gotta go back and watch that whole segment. Ronda Rousey. Again, this Saturday will be an interesting turn of events for Ronda Rousey. Yes, Ronda Rousey's very well known. Yes, she's a former UFC champion. However, though, let's again be 100% honest here with ourselves. This latest run for Ronda has not been the best. It really hasn't. She's been phoning it in. Her promo skills are nowhere close to how they were when she improved her previous, year she was here in 2018. But now, of course, that Vince is gone. Again, let her work with Paul Heyman a little bit more. Let her work with Paul Heyman, and I think her promos will get back on track. But I do think that the whole point of this SummerSlam is to help turn Ronda Rousey heel, as she should be. She should get a longer reign as a heel. Sami Zayn, turning babyface. Honestly, if there wasn't already people like Drew McIntyre or, a few others, Bobby Lashley there, I would say would be an excellent idea, especially as he's involved in this feud with being like the honorary Uce. What if Sami Zayn was the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? Like, have Roman and Sami ever had a one-on-one match? I know they were involved in like triple threats and fatal four-ways, but I don't think they've ever had a one-on-one match. That would be an excellent match, I think for sure. It's time to turn Sami babyface. Already talked about Sasha, already talked about Shanky. Shayna Baszler. Triple H booked her like a badass in NXT. I'm sure she's gonna get back on track. Sheamus will also be fine. Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel it may be a little too late for Shinsuke also. He has a little more hope than I feel than like some of the others I've said maybe too late for, but it may be too late to make him a main eventer again. Shotzi Blackheart. I definitely look forward to seeing if they get her back on track, because I know Triple H gave her a lot in NXT when she was there. Sonya Deville, I have the faith as well, could benefit from this. I already talked about New Day with Xavier Woods. Like I said, I think, it would be nice to see Kofi Kingston turn heel as a surprise. And then there's Xia Li, who, we'll see. I think Triple H could turn her around, but I'm not quite as confident as the others. And then let me go just briefly check out NXT's roster. So, like I said, I have not watched a single episode of NXT, other than I did watch the last half hour on the show when Johnny Gargano announced his farewell speech. And I was not interested at all. But there's still a couple names here I recognize. A-Kid. I know they've been doing vignettes for him having a new gimmick. Maybe he'll go back to being A-Kid, but I definitely liked him in NXT UK. Alba Fire, formerly known as Kaylee Ray. I haven't seen her new gimmick at all yet, but, like I said, I definitely still think she was not as good as they made her out to be in NXT UK. But I still see some potential in her. Aaliyah James, don't know her. Amel, don't know you. Not Amari Miller, Andre Chase, Andy Shepard. Aoife Valkyrie. That's someone else I was definitely very interested in NXT UK. I was definitely surprised she didn't dethrone Mako Satomura, which I believe she had a feud with her right before I stopped watching NXT UK. But I liked her. Apollo Crews, he went back to NXT. I haven't seen what he's done there since, but hopefully it works out, because Apollo Crews is definitely someone that you know, I mean, it may be too late for him, but we'll see. But definitely a Triple H guy for sure. Ashton Smith has some work to do, but I liked him in NXT UK. I don't know Blair Davenport. Boa, not really. Bodini, Hayward, who are you? Braun Breaker, again, I know he's basically been like Vince's main guy in NXT since NXT 2.0 took over, so we'll see. Oh, we got Sheamus and Ridge Holland here now beating up LN Butch. Now, it's a big team up. Someone come out here with? Hang on. Wait and see here if something happens. What are they doing to him? Oh, Bobby Lashley. Well, coming out to take out the to help out with because he's feud with Theory. So okay. But was Sheamus like grabbing him in the face or something, or? Okay, they took them out. That's different. And of course, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley had their moments. Oh, now they're staring down Austin Theory who has the briefcase, and Theory's facing Lashley in a U.S. title match on Sunday. But, okay. Anyways, that's a Braun Breaker. Cameron Grimes. To the moon. I wonder how he's doing these days. I definitely think he'll get back on track. Carmelo Hayes, I did like him in the Breakout Star Tournament. He's been North American Champion for most of the time I haven't watched, so I think he'll be fine. I don't know you. I don't know Charlie Dempsey. Cora Jade seems to be getting a little bit of a push. I know she just turned heel recently, so we'll see. Legado del Fantasma, I don't know. Santos Escobar at least, yes, but I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know Damon Kemp. Danny Luna was a decent one in NXT UK. Dante Chen, don't know you. Dave Mastiff, maybe. Duke Hudson. Isn't he that Brendan Vink that Vince is big on? I don't know much about him. I liked Eddie Dennis. I don't know Edris Inofi, Electro Lopez. Isn't she like the female part of Legado del Fantasma from right here? Okay, Pretty Deadly. I'm sorry. Whenever I scroll through this roster and I see Elton Prince, which was Leon Howley, and Kit Wilson, who was Matt Stoker, their outfits on their profile pictures are absolutely awful. We'll see about them. Amelia McKenzie, young upstart. I liked her. I don't know, Fallen Henley. Flash Morgan Webster, him and Mark Andrews. Oh, and Danny Luna, they were a part of Subculture. Actually, them as a unit, they were decent. I like to see them definitely, maybe get to America, maybe. Okay, there's Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, and of course, Mandy Rose, who are Toxic Attraction. I wonder if maybe Mandy Rose may suffer a little bit from this, because Vince McMahon had her in NXT because he was, you can ask Ember Moon, Athena, who talked about in her interview with Chris Van Vliet, or whatever his name is, that basically Vince McMahon wanted everybody to dress like Mandy Rose. He was obviously going for the Divas era. And like I said, it's okay to have a group like Toxic Attraction and have a group more about the sex appeal. It's okay to still have those people. But don't make your entire women's roster like that. So, I think keeping them how they are will be fine. But Mandy Rose's day as NXT Women's Champion may be numbered. Giovanni Vinci, who was formerly Fabian Eichner. I don't know if they will bring him back to the main roster and put him back with Imperium, but I do definitely see a lot of singles potential in him. So we'll see. Grayson Waller, I don't know him that well. I know he's definitely one of the other guys getting a big push with this new era of NXT. Guru Raj, who? Ikem Jiro, I think he was in the Breakout Tournament. We'll see. Ilya Dragunov, I know Triple H has been super high on him, so we'll see where he goes. Indy Hartwell, we'll see. Io Shirai. Interesting thing, Io Shirai apparently was rumored to have her contract expire, I think, next month. Maybe she'll stay now that Triple H is still here. Isla Dawn, decent. Ivy Nile, who? Jack Stars, the glorified jobber on NXT UK. JC Jane, again, like she's part of Toxic Attraction. James Drake and Zach Gibson, ooh, the grizzled young veterans. They could probably benefit from this too. Jordan Devlin, or recently renamed JD McDonough. Make him Jordan Devlin again. I don't know what his gimmick is, but make him Jordan Devlin again. Ginny. I think we're going to see Ginny on the main roster soon. I haven't watched any NXT or NXT UK since last fall, but I don't think Ginny's been on TV in the UK for a while. But she is, and I can't remember if she got married but she was in a pretty serious relationship with Gunther. So they could bring her in as a fresh face, which I'd be for. Joe Coffey, Gallus. I like to see a little more of them, maybe, because I like them. Joe Gacy, here he's a kind of another bigger name. He has kind of like a creepy gimmick to him. I have to see him. Joseph Connors, never was a fan of his. Josh Briggs, one half of the NXT UK Tag Team Champions, don't really know him. Julius Creed, one half of the NXT Tag Champions, don't know him. Casey Catanzaro, Katana Chance, and Caden Carter, they'll be fine. Their names I'm fine with. Kenny Williams, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I was a fan of his at first, but even towards the end when I stopped watching NXT UK, I was like, this guy's not anything too special, but we'll see. Lash Legend, don't know you. Not Bleak Blade. Already talked about Mandy Rose and Mark Andrews and Mark Coffey. Mako Satomura. With Triple H now back in creative, give me Mako Satomura and Io Shirai. Mako Satomura, Io Shirai. They can get Io to stay. That would be an absolutely phenomenal match, I think. Mr. Stone, Robert Stone, who cares? Nathan Frazier, I was definitely intrigued by him. And then when he first came in as Ben Carter, I think they will work well. Nikita Lyons, don't know you. Nina Samuels, decent. Same with Noam Dar. Odyssey Jones, wasn't he runner up in the Breakout Star Tournament? Don't know what he's doing these days. Oliver Carter, I didn't really see touch of NXT UK, but a little bit. Primate UK, Rampage Brown Cole. Roderick Strong, I think they should let Roderick Strong go. I think Roddy would rather be with his friends right now. I say let him go to AEW. Rohan Raja, who? Roxanne Perez, she was the NXT Women's Breakout Star winner recently, so I think, she's definitely got a good future. Ru Feng, who? Sam Gradwell, decent. Don't know Sangar, I talk about Santos Escobar. Saray, maybe as well, could be his benefit. Saxon Huxley, Shaw Samuels, Solo Sikoa. I think either way, he was always in line for a big push. So, I definitely think we'll be seeing him on the main roster very soon. Stevie Turner, don't know you. Tyson T-Bone, it didn't impress me too much. Tio-Man, don't know him. Thea Hall, don't know. Tony D'Angelo. Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. Again, there is that recent heel turn of Trent Seven and NXT UK. I'm still praying we see Trent Seven and Tyler Bate at the UK show. And then, Wade Barrett's on commentary at NXT. What if Wade Barrett comes back to wrestle? Could see that. Everyone else, I already talked about Gallus. Zoe Stark, I think will be into. Nice combo there. Zoe Stark would be interesting for sure. I definitely know Triple H was definitely high on her for sure. And I think she is getting a title shot against Mandy Rose soon, I believe. But, yeah. But as far as people coming back, like, I think we'll definitely maybe see Johnny come back. I can see maybe Bray Wyatt coming back now, unless he is going to AEW to be with Dark Order. But like I said, a lot of this roster is going to benefit from Triple H being creative. But as I said before, and I'll say it again, it is going to take time. And with that being said, not much left in the live chat. Just Wrestle News 365, Clash of the Castle will be the first show WWE had that Triple H actually has to book the card for that show, so you know it's going to be good. So, will Triple H be in charge of the next pay-per-view like he actually booked the next pay-per-view cards? And he definitely probably will, yes. But yeah, guys, it's a new era. Vince McMahon is gone. John Laurinaitis is gone. Kevin Bucktooth Dunn will probably be gone soon. And Bruce Pritchard got demoted. There's a lot to look forward to in WWE. Like I said, you know, with how busy I am these days, I can't guarantee I'll always be able to do them. Don't be surprised if I do a Raw and SmackDown review starting next week. Like I said, I'm not going to get back on the NXT or NXT UK horse yet. I may just see what's going on with them, but I don't know if I'm going to be watching them. Like I said, I just don't have the time. And like I said too, if it wasn't for this news here, I definitely was considering taking a little bit of a break after I finished my latest video game Let's Play and my sitcom reviews for Seinfeld. I was considering taking a break. But like I said, this reignited my fire. This made me excited for wrestling again. And who knows? Like, you know, there's guys in AEW who got released. You know, not anytime soon, but further down the line, they may come back. They may come back now and be, you know, the proven star that, you know, they should have been in the first place. Which they would have been, and most of them probably would not have left if Vince didn't ruin their careers. So, but I think I've said my piece. I've gotten everything I need to say. We're going to check out here, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of Raw. So, guys, get a bug on my face. What are your thoughts on Vince McMahon's retirement? And, of course, who is now in charge of the different corporate positions in WWE? Which superstars do you think is going to benefit most from Triple H now being head of creative and Vince being gone? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. And until then, guys, I am checking out. I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of your night. And peace out, everybody.